Zeus is said to have a son, who is half human, half god, with a mortal woman named Alcmene. Zeus's wife, Hera, saw the son as an insult, a living reminder of her husband's infidelity. Alcmene named the boy Hercules, meaning the glory of Hera. But this fails to please the goddess as she wanted the boy death. Serpents came out of her statue to attack the boy. But all her efforts were fruitless as the boy took after his father Zeus. Once the boy reached adulthood, the gods sent him on a dangerous mission to perform 12 labors. If he succeed, Hera accepted to let him live in peace. One of those missions is to fight the Nemean Hydra. Another is to battle the Ermintian boar. But the greatest of them all was the Nemean lion. But even this beast proved to be no match for Hercules, the son of Zeus. It turned out, these stories were told by storyteller, Iolaus of Athens to a group of pillagers, who suspended him over a sharp stick. Hercules later showed up, and informed them that, the king of the land has offered him gold, to dispose of them. They should leave or die. Their leader sent 5 men to confront him, and he seemingly took out 5 of them with a single blow. More of them went after him, and it turned out, his other crew, king-turned-prophet, Amphiaraus of Argos, thief, Autolycus of Sparta, feral warrior, Titus of Thebes and Amazon archer, Atalanta of Scythia, who comprise Hercules' band of mercenaries, were hidden behind the scenes, providing him cover. Together, they overcame the remaining fighters, even while making it seem Hercules did it alone, and Hercules eventually saved his nephew, Iolaus, and took out their leader. After the battle, Autolycus told Iolaus, when spreading the stories about Hercules, make it more scarier, as he went on to say, the more people really believe Hercules is the son of Zeus, the less likely they are to fight. Amphiaraus, on the other hand, prophesied a strange alliance between a lion and a crow. On the Macedonian coast in northern Greece, in 358 BC, Hercules and his team are approached by Erginia. Her father, King Cotys, wants Hercules to train the armies of Thrace, to defend the kingdom from bloodthirsty warlord, Rhesus. Hercules accepts, after being offered his weight in gold. The band arrived Thrace, and Hercules is approached by Erginia's son, Areus, who is happy to meet Hercules, reciting all of Hercules' labors by heart. Erginia drags her son from the warrior, advising him to stay away from Hercules. The band is welcomed to Thrace by Cotys' general, Cteocles, leader of the Thracian army, who undermines them a little, before asking Hercules if he has ever visited royalty. Hercules has a flashback at that moment, of his time with King Eurystheus of Athens, how he was regarded as a savior of Athens. His wife and children were still with him, and he was greatly celebrated by the people. The flashback ended when the memory of the murder of his wife and children returned. When they met Lord Cotys, he seems to look down on Atalanta for being a woman, until Hercules signaled her to prove herself, and she shot off 2 helmets from 2 soldiers, with a single shot from her bow, using 2 arrows at once. Lord Cotys apologized immediately, for undermining her. After Hercules was convinced by Cotys and his daughter, to fight for them, Hercules and his men took it upon themselves, to train the army of farmers that Lord Cotys has. Before their training was done, Phineus, a supposed spy, informs Lord Cotys that Rhesus has reached central Thrace. Cotys insists that Hercules lead the army into battle to defend the Bessi tribe there, despite Hercules' objections and the army's lack of training. After motivating the soldiers, they matched out, but seems to walk directly into a trap. Rhesus' supposed sorcery has turned the Bessi against the Thracians. One of the men from the Bessi tribe seems to challenge Hercules to a duel. Iolaus swung into action, and told the men that Hercules' fist has been dipped in the blood of a hydra, lethal to anyone but him. He further told them to watch, as Hercules took out the man with a single blow, which seems to motivate the soldiers into believing the gods fight among them. A long, bloody, disastrous battle follows, resulting in at least half the Thracian forces being killed. Their rank was almost overcome, until Hercules called in the chariots. One of the chariot was ridden by Amphiaraus, who uses 2 sharp knives, attached to the chariot, to take out many men. This assisted the Thracian army, in repelling the attackers. After so much fight, the Bessi are defeated and finally retreated. After the battle, Hercules gets haunted by a vision of Cerberus, a 3-headed monster, which seems connected to the death of his wife and children. Hercules and his allies then properly train the army, getting them armors that will supposedly make them invincible. When the training is completed, Hercules and Cedicles confront Rhesus' army before Mount Asticus. Initially, there seems to be centaurs in Rhesus' armies, which confirm the rumors spread on centaurs being sighted in battle, but this became clear later, when it was obvious that their angle of positioning from the sun gave that illusion. Rhesus' army came in their number, but the shield wall strategy, taught by Hercules and his team to the men, proved impenetrable. Rhesus orders flaming arrows fired at Thracian army, but this too proved futile. After an arduous battle, Hercules' side wins. Rhesus decided to take out Hercules despite his army retreating, but he gets taken down. He is then taken back to Thrace as a prisoner, where he is publicly humiliated. Taking pity, Hercules stops the townsfolk from throwing more objects at him. When Hercules mentions Rhesus' actions of burning down villages, Rhesus tells him it was not him or his army that committed those atrocities. Later, in the palace hall, Rhesus is chained up and left on display. Noticing that Erginia has taken pity on him, Hercules confronts her, and finds out Rhesus was telling the truth. He was merely retaliating against Cotes' attempts to expand his kingdom. Erginia does not agree with Cotes' methods, but goes along out of fear, as she told Hercules that her cruel father already poisoned her husband, the previous king. Furthermore, Cotes threatens her son Ares, the true heir to the throne. After receiving their reward, the mercenaries are ready to leave, but Hercules decides to stay behind and stop Cotes. All but Autolycus choose to follow him. However, they are overpowered and captured by Cedicles and his men. While chained, Hercules is confronted by King Eurystheus, who is in league with Cotes. Eurystheus reveals that he drugged Hercules the night his family died, viewing him as a threat to his power. He further revealed that Hercules' family was actually killed by 3 wolves sent by him, resulting in Hercules' constant hallucinations of Cerberus. When Cotes orders Erginia to be executed for her betrayal, Hercules is encouraged by Amphiaraus to believe in himself. In a show of superhuman strength, Hercules breaks free of his chains, saving Erginia and defeating the wolves single-handedly. Hercules releases the prisoners, including Rhesus, and then confronts Eurystheus, killing him and avenging his family. However, he is ambushed by Cedicles, who is then stabbed to death by Iolaus. Outside, Hercules and his forces confront Cotes' army. Ares is taken hostage, and Cotes demands Hercules surrenders to him in order to save the boy. At the last moment, the boy is saved by Autolycus, who has decided to return to help his friends. In the ensuing battle, Titus is mortally wounded while protecting Ares, but fights on, slaughtering numerous soldiers until he falls, later dying in Hercules' arms. Cotes orders his army to attack them, and again, using inhuman strength, Hercules pushes a massive statue of Hera from its foundations and uses it to crush many of Cotes' soldiers, with the head of the statue eventually taken out Cotes. Impressed by this feat, the surviving soldiers bow to Hercules, recognizing him as a demigod. In the end, Ares takes the throne, with Erginia at his side. The end. If you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when we post another video like this. Also leave a comment as it helps the channel. Thanks for watching.